Okay, I just found out about this. It's a brand spanking new Salvation Army. Oh, I already see all the lucky carts. Let's go pick one out. This one looks good. Oh boy, we got some loud music going. So they've got this little display right inside the door. Oh, you can see these are kind of like that stained on or painted on glass that scrape up pretty easy. Oh, caboodles. I haven't seen a caboodle for a long time. This is a modella inside the caboodle. The caboodle's the outside one. $12.99 though. I don't know what those are going for these days. They used to bring a pretty penny. Juicy Couture. I don't even know when this store actually opened, how many days they've been opened. I don't think it's been that horribly long. Those just look, they feel and look newer to me. Okay, I don't see anything else on that side. I like this candle holder, but I do believe it is pretty contemporary. 3 candle holder, the Great Indoors, $19.99. See, I love how they do their pricing. That's very reasonable to pay $3.99 for that. Those are some big turkey salt and peppers. Oh my goodness. They're not very well painted though. Is the problem. Little birds. Cute little pig. Oh my goodness, look at this face. Oh, he's really heavy, unfortunately. It's just a resin. Oh, I don't think I can do it. He's really super heavy, so the shipping's gonna be quite high. Taking away from what someone will pay. Look at this purse with the beaded handle. Oh, it's $12.99. That seems to be like a go-to price for them. Okay, stand by. Okay, there's no name inside. And I don't know if it's vintage or vintage inspired. But at $12.99, we're going to leave that for somebody else. We'll come back and look at purses. All right, we made it to the hard goods section, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 different gondola rows. Threshold, which is Target, had a nice feel to them. This is Treasure Craft with its original little label, a little dirty, albeit. For $1.99, I will take the Treasure Craft pineapple. All right, that makes me happy. Just a little old, a little new. Oh, I love that. Always trust. Love always trusts, always hopes. Yes, I can read. Promise I can. Sometimes. Look up on this end cap and see. Those are glass. Pretty. Is that a metronome? Looks like a modern metronome. Yeah, $3.99 though. Metronomes actually can be quite handy. I wonder if Rachel could use this. You know what? For $3.99, I'm picking up the metronome. All right. My goodness, the music is quite loud. That's a classic Princess House etch there. When you see that on a nice thin piece of crystal, that is usually going to be a Princess House. And I generally don't pick up Princess House. It just doesn't have a good resale value or sell-through. That's a beautiful battered bowl, but big and heavy. This is pretty too, with the heart. It's not marked. It does look like it is older. You can see some of the discoloration and the crazing. It's pretty, but again, big. Oh, yeah, and it's cracked. All right, let's see. Some really pretty big pieces. Look at that. Ooh, that's had some wear. There's actually end caps on both sides. That's some good use of space. Those are just kind of transferred on there. cute. Can't quite read what that says in the back. Vintage, cute. Oh, that's just the top to a butter dish. Anything here? Nope. I do like their pricing. If you can find those 5 pieces, that brings it down to 99 cents. It's really good incentive for them to sell through a lot of this stuff. You know, people will look for those 5 pieces. These are Ray Dunn Witch's Brew and Hocus Pocus little saucers. This one's chipped on the edge though. New York plates. Those are kind of cool. Oh, they're Wedgwood. Look at that. Wedgwood Grand Gourmet. Huh. With the Statue of Liberty. Those are kind of cool. I do not want to deal in plates, and these you would need to sell it in a set. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of them. I mean, if somebody doesn't mind the time and ordeal to ship 6 plates together, I'd say go for it. Me, not so much. I don't have the time or the patience. I saw the big wide Greek key on these. It was very interesting. Usually you see a much smaller Greek key. These are Limoges, Havel, France. Pretty heavily worn on the gold rim on the inside, so I don't think they have a ton of value, but kind of an interesting find. See, these are melamine. No way. Would not have expected it. See, they're crate and barrel, but they are $2 each. That's a bummer. So you have to pay $8 for that whole set, and they don't have the little blank tags, so they're not falling into the 99-cent each. Otherwise, I ought to pick those up. Is that Port Merion? Ooh, I don't know, because it's covered up by the tag. Can we... I have nails now, but they're too thick to get underneath something like this, so I don't know. Stand by. I failed. I couldn't do it. It's a single ball anyway, so not really something I would pick up. Those are pretty. Gibson. Wow. They look like Celadon. There are some really pretty dishes out there nowadays. Makes me want to change out my dishes like every few months or so. Not something I'm going to do though. These are pretty cool. I feel like these would make candle holders and not glasses. I feel like they are candle holders. What do you think? See if we've got anything else super interesting here. It would take something really super interesting too, because I'm just not into the whole sets of glassware unless it's really, really worthwhile. It's a fun mermaid tail mug, but it is $2.99. I always look kind of through the electronics just to see. And that is for feeding birds. Like you put the little suet block down in. That's really cute. I promised Rachel we were going to get our bird feeders filled today, but just reminded me. I always feel like that's God's little way of reminding me of something that I want to do or need to do. Little fondue skewers, $20 sale, 99 cents. Well, that's quite a sale. And they are asking $1.99. I'm okay with that because that is a vintage price. These are the ones with the little colors on them. Gosh, these are kind of cool. We don't have a fondue set, nor do I usually pick them up to sell, but somebody does. Oh, see, this is more of like that pretty... Yeah, it is, isn't it? The Botanic Garden. Does it say Port Merion? It does say Port Merion on there. It does. $2.99. And how much is this one? And that one is $3.99. That is such a good price. And then there's this piece here. Let's see. How much are you? $5.99? I'm okay with that. I'm going to pick up all 3 of these pieces. Look at that fun pumpkin. Don't eat it, nor do I have a place for it. That's a pretty cool clamshell for $1.99. That's a great price. What is that? A little sun catcher, fused glass, daisy, $1.99. Okay, this is the stuff that I really should leave behind, but I just can't bring myself to do it. And down here, these are really cute little succulent hand-painted little guys. I am going to leave those, but I do like those. Oh, and the Grinch. Here, put you in your basket alone. And it's like some kind of a little burning thing. Really, really, really heavy. Like for your patio, for like a patio table. Oh my goodness, this music is killing me. I may have to revert to voiceover on this completely. You're an interesting little resin elephant. $3.99. Oh, you got a broken tusk. If you hadn't had a broken tusk, I was probably going to take a chance on him. That's like a nativity scene background. Who are you made for? Creative Co-op. It was $29.99. Yeah, stoneware nativity, white. Will vary. $29.99. I feel like I want this. All right, let's see what we've got down in the wood section. Oh, that's pretty. Little butterfly wall hanging. Ooh, 2 pieces of wood that are interesting. Look at the inlay on that. That is vintage too. I like it. And let's look. Whoa! We just had an avalanche. Oh, great. No, nothing was harmed. Nothing was harmed. Put you back on the shelf there. Okay. Be brave. He was. He was very brave through it all. All right. We didn't break anything. That's what happens when things rest on other things. This is older. Look at the scratches on that. Now, it isn't just scratched. It's actually gouged. Like there's part of the wood is missing. And that is something that oil isn't going to fix. That's a shame because that beautiful bowl, but we're going to leave it. All right, let's see what other destruction we can cause. It's kind of cool. It's worn off. Looks like it came from Target. Oh, look at the little leaping deer candle holder. Oh, he holds 3 candles. Pretty interesting. Very big and heavy. And that would be oversized. No way to ship that without that being oversized. Parsley. Or sage, rosemary, and thyme. These are pretty candles. Just, you know, not anything I would pick up, but they have a really... I like the shape. Like, it'd be different than just having like a standard candle. Oh, look, this one is one of those little faux candles. And then there's this one. Looks like it would have had a lid. Voluspa Forbidden Fig. Ooh, let's take a smell. What do you think? It's actually quite pleasant. Not very strong. $1.99 for the little horse shoehorn, which we're going to leave there. And look and see what's in this little old box. Oh, it's poker chips, but they're just plastic. All right, we got the plastics on the other side here. I don't see anything too exciting. Boy, they got a lot of interesting like baskets and baskety things, like these big ladles that are, you know, wouldn't really hold anything. They're purely decorative. All right. Oh, more melamine. All right, nothing too special. Okay, it feels like I'm getting closer to the speaker and it's getting more precarious for copyright claims, which is what happens to YouTubers if they let that music come through. Well, it's cute, but it's just a little cheapy. frames and more frames. I feel like when the music is that loud too, you may notice this. I feel like I'm going through the shelves a little faster than I normally would. It's like it's a little unsettling. It raises my anxiety. And so I have to be like super aware of that and make sure that I'm like slowing down. Fragrance soy candle. Oh, I guess you just melt these. Okay. We don't need those. This looks like just a big mishmash shelf. What's this doggy? Some kind of a little container. It's cute. Digital painting by number? What is that? Well, what is that? I don't know what that is. It looks interesting. It'll be the best present for your family for birthday. Huh. Stand by. Okay, it doesn't look like it's ever been pulled out of the box. It's all in its original packaging. I'm going to get this and see if this is something Rachel would be interested in. Let's see what else we got. Puzzles. Phone cases and diapers. Got another little end cap here. Oh, this poor little elephant is also not only missing its tusks, he's missing an eye. Oh, these are Capodimonte. Not one of my favorite things to ship, for sure. They chip so easy. Yeah, you can see all the damage on these. Yeah, the name is probably underneath that tag. Why do all thrift stores do that? That is not just a Goodwill thing. That, like, they all do it. Here, let's put the tag right over the mark. But there, you can see it on this one. This one's not in horrible condition either. It's got a little bit of chipping. That'll be nice for somebody to pick up. I'm going to look closer at the little mosaic. You can tell this is a home project. There's like some glue remnants and things from where it didn't stick into the mosaic. What do you call that part? It's not the grout because there's no grout. It's like the clay thing was done first and then these were pressed into it, right? Anything down here? I do like this pretty blue vase. I've been looking for some decorative pieces for my own home. I have this ledge that I'm adding some things to, and this one for $2.99 is kind of perfect. Saw this, it said Unical. It's interesting. All right, we got a pillow section here, some bedding. Lots of things new in the package. That looks like it's handmade. Let's see. Those are a little hand-tied. Oh, that's really sweet. It's been well loved. It's been well loved. It's got a lot of that well-loved fuzz on the back. We'll leave that for somebody else. A couple of things on this end cap. That's an interesting vase. It is pottery. Look at that. $5.99. I mean, you couldn't really put much in it because these are like open windows, but you could put a candle in there. Yeah. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna leave it though. I have so much nice pottery that I just picked up at an estate sale. I have to kind of be aware of that. Okay, this just made me really sad because I was just about to put it in the cart thinking, oh, we need a way to separate Peanut's food from Cora's food, and then we're not going to need to do that much longer. Right now, Peanut is like totally on canned food, so she gets to eat as much as she wants to eat anytime she wants to eat it. Flower truck print, that's really cute. Welcome to our beautiful chaos. I love that too. This is the way to display art. I bet they sell a lot of art because you can actually see what you're buying. All right, we have made our way back over to the purses. See if anything calls to us. Right now, it all looks very generic maybe isn't the right word. It looks all like I've seen it before. There's nothing really standing out saying, hey, I'm super nice. Look at me closer. Or I'm super cute. Look at me closer. Or I'm super fake. Don't look at me. It's nice. They have it all color blocked and displayed well, but don't see anything here tickling my fancy today.
Okay, that was not pleasant shopping. And then the checkout was even worse. No paper, no boxes, can't take the carts out. I am not inclined to come back to this Salvation Army. And I'm sad. And it's not that like I'm the be all end all. Because I know if I feel that way, other shoppers feel that way too. So this is not like a egotistical thing to say. It's just like, I know from my comments and from when I talk to people, the loud music is a no for shopping enjoyment. And then who wants to buy breakables and worry about getting them home? Like, strike. I know you can bring your own and everything, but why should you have to? You're shopping a retail establishment. You should not have to bring your own. Like, you sell breakables, you have something to wrap the breakables. I don't know. Is it just me? Thinking this? Anyway, I'm off to go find someplace else to shop.
Well, I didn't get to another store for this video because it's been a really bad week. Peanut passed away. She did it on her own. We were actually on the way to the vet, knowing that it was time. She had stopped eating, and that was kind of our signal. Before that, she was still wagging her tail, and she was eating well, and there was no anxiety. And then Monday, as I'm filming this, yesterday, we woke up and we just knew. And so we gathered as a family and got her in the car and headed down, and she said goodbye on the way, right in Rachel's arms, which was heartbreaking. I've cried a pool of tears, and I think I'm just out of tears. So we all spent the day crying yesterday. And then we just kind of spent the day as a family. So there was like no going out and filming for me, obviously. But that being said, she gave us 12 beautiful, loyal, wonderful, quirky years, and we will be forever grateful for those years. She was an amazing little dog. And so I thought I would show you what my inventory situation is right now, because this is getting dealt with. So if you've been on any of my recent lives, you have seen this. So all of this is coming from my storage unit, where when I closed the thrift store that I had, everything went into storage because it was such a fast process. And so I have the first truckload of things here, and it has to get gone through and sold. So my intention is to do live sales, is to do unboxings. You let me know, would you rather me do this live, or would you like me to do it in an atmosphere where if you see something you want, you could snag it? Like I would do that on Whatnot. And then I have an empty curio cabinet here. I have an empty bookshelf there that I can put things that I want to get listed. So it's kind of my plan for all of this. It's just working it into my schedule to do. Then I have this table set up here to do the sales from when I go live, so that I can unbox here, sell it here. I have another table over there with, those are like little counter displays. I need to figure out what I'm doing with those. Those are all listed items over in this curio cabinet. I put my better items in a curio cabinet because then I actually get to enjoy them a little bit and they stay safe. And I have this one too. These,
you might have seen me buy a while back, and I am waiting for the Antiques Roadshow to come to an area where I could take these. Unfortunately, they were in Vegas last year. Talk about timing. I think these are unique and good enough and valuable enough to get onto the show. So that's kind of my plan, to just hold on to these until they're, I think they're listed. I think I listed them. I can't remember. But I listed them super high because they're one of a kind. They're from the handles, the actual handles of the Golden Nugget Casino. But I think this one, someone said the seahorses tell me that this is the one in Atlantic City. And then you can see some of my little antique dolls that I have been picking up lately. I'm just holding on to those too. This is the room that we take photos in. And I also keep my antique furniture in here. So this is my photo box. It is 3 foot by 3 foot, so we can put pretty much anything in here. Some things are a little bit too tall and it doesn't work well. And then we've got cubbies underneath for once the photo's taken, gets plopped under there. This cool thing is actually on wheels, so we can wheel that where we need it. Picked that up recently. This is where we stage things that need to be photoed. Now all of this is photoed. I think all of this is listed too. I'm just a little behind this week. And normally what she'll do, if those cubbies fill up while she's taking pictures, she'll put it back over here. And then from here, I empty it and put it into the next room, which I'm going to show you. Okay, this is the listed inventory room, and it is a mess right now. Mainly this on the floor here. So once it moves into here, it has to be organized out of these boxes and into these cubbies. And you'll see I have themes. So we have textiles and pillows over here, Christmas, wood, metals, pottery. I've got all the creamers and salt and peppers together. I don't know what's going on over here. There is a little bit of a mishmash happening here. Then I have glass. And then we come over here. I've got my butter dishes, marble and trinket boxes. And then these are all animal related things because it's like one of my biggest categories is things that are animals. And then behind me is my cubby of things that don't really fit into any other category. And then stuff gets plopped on top. You know, we have these spaces like we just plop stuff on top. And that, I have another one over here. Let me show you. So some of this is listed, like the Pyrex and the vase, like the big stuff. But then I've got like, I don't know what's going on over here. I don't know why this is going on over here. So I really need to do like a proper inventory of all of my things. And then I have another room. This room is a work in progress. So what I've been doing over here is putting the things that I have been moving over to cherish.com. Just to, like, they're also, I do believe that they should be listed in my shop too, but now I'm looking going, are they? I have to look into that. But these are items that are on Cherish. So I want to make sure that I can find those if they sell. There's also some things that were going to be listed on Cherish that got moved over here and then it didn't happen. You might remember me buying all those lights. I love them. Don't know what to do with them. See, I buy flowers. Don't know what to do with them. I've also got a lot of textiles and clothing in this room because I was going heavy into clothing for a bit. And then I have pulled back from the clothing. I'm still listing clothing, but because now I have to list it myself, it's a much slower process. I did stop using the fulfillment service. Email me if you want to know why. I am happy to talk to you about it because it just didn't work out for me. I don't want to discourage anybody else from using it, but it just didn't work for me and my system. So I'm going to leave it at that. So yeah. And then behind me is more things that are meant to go on Cherish. And I mean, I'm still figuring it out. If you have any ideas, organization is not one of my strong points. I see it in my brain. I see how I want it to be. But when it comes down to making it happen, I don't quite get there. And I have hired organizers too, and I still don't quite get there. So I don't know. It's so fast paced around here, and things like are moving constantly. So if the cycle gets messed up even a little bit, we get a little bit of chaos. Let me show you a little bit of chaos. Okay, hopefully you can't see any addresses on anything here, but this is my incoming packages that I have to deal with. And I kind of put this off because, well, I know they're still safely in a package, and yeah, I really need to get these packages opened and dealt with. And then this is the studio. You never see kind of this perspective. So when I'm doing my lives, I am sitting in that chair right there. Here's my computer. Those are the shelves that you see. And then right next to me is table space, but this is also where we keep the paper that we use for shipping, because this room is also my shipping area. I turn around and this is what we have. So boxes, envelopes, small boxes, jewelry, things down here. We have bubble wrap, priority supplies, extra tape. We have our bubble wraps. So we just used this. I don't even know what we used. Some kind of a little, I don't even remember how we made this. And then we used pool noodles just to keep things kind of moving smoothly, because they'll turn. It's like a dowel. I honestly don't remember what we used. See, I make messes too. I'm not perfect. It's all a work. And then these are jewelry displays. That is a bathroom in there, which I also use for storing jewelry that's been listed. Remember me buying that little piece at an estate sale? That is where I keep jewelry. And so this is the items that are ready to get packaged up and shipped out. Everything's got its packing slip and it's ready to go. In fact, my help with shipping will be here momentarily. And if anybody ever wonders about bubble wrap, this is how I buy mine. It's 750 feet of bubble wrap, and I buy it wholesale. I highly recommend, if you're going to do this business seriously, you find yourself a wholesale place to buy your boxes and bubble wrap. Don't pay retail. Don't pay a markup. These places will sell to you directly if you are a business. So there you go. You can save a lot of money doing it that way versus I see people going to either like Walmart or Home Depot and like full retail places to buy their shipping supplies. That is costing you a lot of money. So I started out, like when I was first moved here, I found a pack and ship place and I asked them if they would sell me one of their big rolls of bubble wrap, and they were happy to. Now they did a little markup, of course, but it wasn't the same as if just buying a little bit, in full retail. So I worked my way up from there to finally finding a wholesaler in town who would sell me just straight off the truck, and they deliver it. So I don't have to get it in my car or anything. It works out super good. So I'm sure you have something somewhere around you where places are getting their wholesale supplies. That's what you have to find. So let me know in the comments if you prefer me filming and putting unboxing in my videos, or you prefer me to be able to just sell it as I go. Just open the boxes and sell it. Let me know down in the comments what your preference is. And I may still do a little bit of both, but I've been worried about doing videoed unboxings, mainly thinking you guys would find that boring. That's the last thing I want to do is bore anybody, because then you don't watch the whole video, and I need everybody to watch the whole video. Like we've got weird things, and we've got starfishy things, and we've got, I don't even know. I used clothing to wrap all this too. That's why I've got so many clothes. I mean, all of this stuff has still got my tags on it from the shop. That is like a little ballet box thing here. I don't even know what's still in these. Oh, what is that? See, we've got a little vintage dress here. Blue floral dress. That's what we got. We got a blue floral dress. I still need to figure out too what I'm doing with clothes. God, like there's like the biggest variety in here. I feel like I just really need to find a fast way to sell it. Probably Whatnot. So let me know your thoughts on all of that. This is my operation, and it works well for what I do, but it doesn't work perfectly. I know there's a lot of improvement that can be made, and I'm always open to, like, if you something comes to your brain and you say, oh, Danny, why don't you do blah blah blah, I will listen to that. I will contemplate it. I will maybe even test it if it seems like something I can work into our little process here. I am always open to ideas because we all need each other's ideas in this life. All right, I'm going to get busy. As you can see, I have work to do. You go be profitable and make it fun. We'll see you on the next one.